Alright, so the 2021 Subrosa Letum is a street machine. It has lots of aftermarket parts designed for street riders. Did just want to mention that you can get a free custom BMX recommendation from me. I know how confusing it is to be shopping for a bike. There's so many options, and the last thing you want to do is spend $500 and get a bike that is not right for you. So if you want a free recommendation, there's a link in the description. Just go ahead and click that, fill out the information, your skill level, your budget, your height, things like that. I'll take a look at it. I'll see what kind of rider you are, and then I'll recommend you 3 bikes that are perfect for you. So if you want to do that, again, link in the description, but let's get on with the review. The 2021 Subrosa Letum is a mid to high level bike designed for street riders and progression in the streets. It has a handful of aftermarket parts like the sprocket with a bash guard, 4-piece bars, 4 pegs, and hub guards. All those things make it really good for street riding. The cool thing about this bike is by buying it, you're saving a lot of money in the long run. Let me tell you what I mean by that. If you buy a bike that doesn't have any of these aftermarket parts because you're not sure if you want to get into street riding, but then later on you decide you do want to get into street riding, so you spend the money on the hub guards, the pegs, the sprocket, the 4-piece bars, and everything that makes your bike street orientated, you're going to be spending well over $150. So you could just buy a bike like this that's designed for street and save yourself that money in the long run. So this bike's going to be designed for a mid-level rider who really loves street riding. It has those higher quality aftermarket parts, meaning it's going to withstand to that mid-level to high-level riding. It also has full chromoly, which is going to make the bike last a lot longer than other bikes that have high tensile steel. So if you're a mid-level rider, you love street, and you really want to keep progressing with the sport, this bike is pretty good for you. However, it is pretty heavy. It weighs 29.1 pounds. Granted, that is with pegs, hub guards, and all that stuff. This bike is really good for learning grind tricks on, just because it has pegs on both sides. So you can do feeble, smith, ice pick, you can grind handrails, and then you can do all that trick opposite, which is something that not many riders are able to do. Now it comes in 2 different colors. It comes in black, and it comes in matte trans teal. The top tube is a 20.75 inch top tube, which is a little bit smaller than the previous bike, which was 21, meaning it's going to feel a little bit better for those smaller riders, and it's also going to be a little more responsive. It has a 13.2 inch chainstay, which is a good balance in stability and control without feeling too sluggish when you do spins. The 9-inch standover gives you something for your knees to pinch when you throw bar spins. It's also going to make toboggans and suicide no-handers easier than a frame with an 8.5 or an 8.75 standover. Now, is this a good bike? I definitely say yes, and this is one of my favorite bikes. Like I mentioned before, this is one that I include for mid-level riders who are looking for a street bike, but in my opinion, it is a really good bike for a good portion of riders, especially if you love street riding. It's definitely worth the price. For just a little bit over $500, you get a bike with that full chromoly, perfect for street riding, double wall rims. You get a really high quality bike for not that much of a price. Alright, so that is going to be the review on the 2021 Subrosa Letum. If you like what I'm doing and you want to see more reviews, make sure you subscribe so that you get notified when I post a new one. I'm always working on new reviews and new content to help you become a better BMX rider. Other than that, have a great day.